So I'm going to talk a little bit today about communication between ENTP and ISTP. ISTPs are naturally very direct. We say exactly what we mean. Like, there's almost never hidden meaning in there. Like, usually it is, especially when we're being super serious about something, like, we mean exactly what we're saying. Like, if I say, yeah, I was walking down the street and this guy slapped me in the face. That's what happened. That is literally what happened. Like, we're not going to beat around the bush about things. Like SE, extroverted sensing parent, it's like, this is what happened. That's the truth of what happened. Like, that's just a fucking fact. So ENTPs are different. So they are not direct. They're the way they say things to an ISTP, it sounds very like beating around the bush. So this can become a problem when, like, let's say the ISTP sees something that is different from what, like, the understanding of what they come to know before. So, like, an example of that would be, like, let's just say, like, I don't know, 3 months ago, the ENTP said, they made a statement, and then today, the ENTP, like, they said something and it was different from what that statement was 3 months ago. So the ISTP is just like, wait, so did something change? Like, was 3 months ago, was that true? Like, did it just change and this is like a new truth? Like, and if the ENTP, like, I don't know, maybe has experiences where they felt someone was blaming them or attacking them or making them feel like they're not good enough or whatever went on in their brain or whatever, they can bring that to this conversation. And it's like the ISTP will ask a very direct question and the ISTP is really just looking for a very direct answer. Did you kill the squirrel? Yes or no? Like, yes or no. It's really simple. Did you kill the squirrel or did you not kill the squirrel? But the ENTP, it's like, instead of just saying, yes, I killed the squirrel, they make an assumption that the ISTP is, like, out to get them, out to, like, make them a bad guy. Like, it's really hard because SE demon is demonic. So it's gonna, like, paint reality in a very negative way. And so that can be pretty confusing because to an ISTP, it can sound a lot like gaslighting. It can sound a lot like, okay, you're not answering my question directly, which makes me feel like you're not being transparent, you're not being honest, you're not being straightforward. Like, if there's nothing to hide, why are you hiding? Like, I'm not looking for anything except the truth. Did you kill the squirrel or did you not kill the squirrel? I really don't give a fuck either way. I just want you to be honest with me. Like, seriously. So it gets really hard communicating because in the ENTP's brain, they are thinking that the ISTP is being manipulative when the ISTP is just being straightforward and honest. And then it's like they twist reality and the words in their head, and because maybe FI trickster, you know? Oh, goodness. It's got to be really hard to be an ENTP. Like, I feel for you guys and girls. Like, that has to be really hard. And then when you're friends or dating or have a family member who's very concrete and direct, like, that's got to be really hard because both of you must feel really misunderstood a lot of the time. And I think it's important for both people, like you're on the same team, you know, you're not enemies. It can feel like, I think both people can feel like, hold on a second, like, what are you doing? Like, that, you trying to do something to me? Or, but like in some of those dating videos where they talk about how women, you know, should go about communicating with men, and one of the things, like, let's see, Dr. John Gray said this, I think he's an INFP. He said, trust that your man is doing his best. Well, yeah, but like, that goes both ways. Shouldn't a man trust that the woman is not out to get him, not attacking him, not blaming him? Like, it goes both ways. So that's just an example. Like, I think Templars, ISTPs, INFJs, ESTPs, ENFJs, we're very understanding, and we're naturally just always looking out for people. I mean, I guess unless you're super unhealthy, but you know, we want harmony. We're FE users. I mean, I think Crusaders, like ENTPs, they want harmony too. But like, it's important for everyone. Don't make assumptions. Don't assume you understand what the other person's saying. And this is why it's really helpful when both people, like, they really study and learn not only each other, but Jungian typology, and learn it from good sources. Like, Personality Hacker is a good source. C.S. Joseph is a really good source. I don't agree with a lot of his opinions or some of his stuff, but his stuff on typology is very good. And learn from experience. I mean, I've known maybe 10 ENTPs in my life that I'm aware of, mainly as friends, but like, I can see patterns and stuff. Like this one ENTP, he was an Uber driver, and he would tell me, everyone's looking at me like really, like, in a bad way. And honestly, like, I believe that he believed that, but also I think it was just like SE demon. He just sees the world in a demonic, negative way. It's not his fault, but like, that's something that y'all should be aware of and work on actively, and don't bring that bullshit into your relationships with your family and your loved ones and friends and coworkers. Like, that's not fair. Deal with your shit. It would be like me with FI demon, not valuing myself, assuming that other people don't value me, poor me, nobody likes me, like, and then bringing my depression and all that negativity into a relationship. That's not fair. We all need to become aware of all that bullshit. Own it. Yes, that is what I was doing. Yes, I can see, and yes, I'm working on it. And, you know, I'm sorry that I put my bullshit on you. You know, if we can all take accountability for our shit, like, we all have shit. We all do. And we are all worthy. We are all worthy of respect. We are all worthy of love. We are, you know, and just like, trust each other. Yeah. Okay, you have a miscommunication. That sucks. It sucks a lot. I want harmony. But like, look out for each other. Trust that both of you are doing your best. Trust that, okay, we may not always understand each other, but like, I trust you that I know you're not going to kill that squirrel on purpose. I know that. if you did kill the squirrel, I'm sure it was an accident. I'm sure there's some kind of explanation for it, and I'm not gonna like judge you for it. Like, yeah, ISTPs are very what you see is what you get. And we need things to make sense. We have TI Hero, like we just need things to make sense, because I think I think anyone can be closed-minded, but I try really hard to be open-minded and see things from other people's perspectives. And I greatly appreciate it when other people do the same for me. Give me the benefit of the doubt, try to see from my perspective, and like, trust me that I am doing my best to like communicate the best I can and try to understand you. And like, we're on the same side. We don't have to be enemies. Like, I don't care if you're my child, or my man, or my mother, or my coworker, or some guy on the street. Like, I want harmony. Like, I want to give you respect. I want you to respect me, or at least show me respect. And we can all like try to own our own stuff and just try to do better next time, you know? And I don't know. I think my Enneagram coach, he told me, or someone told me, no, not him. It was an ESTP who told me this. She was like, basically telling me, don't just apologize for everything when it's not your fault. And like, I know it's not my fault. I mean, it's not anyone's fault when these things happen. Like, it's just a fucking miscommunication that shit happens. It's nobody's fault. But I do apologize even when I know it's not my fault, because it's like extending an olive branch. Like, hey, like, let's have peace. We're not gonna always see eye to eye. We're not always gonna understand each other. Like, we can still, like, hey, sorry for my part, even though nobody is to blame. Nobody has to be to blame. Nobody has to be judged. Nobody has to be seen as the villain. Like, come on, we're all doing the best we can. Like, we all have our own process, our own healing process. Like, we're gonna feel triggered by certain things, and that's okay. It's just, we gotta learn how to express those things in a way that doesn't hurt other people as best as we can. It's hard not to hurt other people. Like, you know, when I feel like I'm being gaslit, or like someone's telling me I'm manipulating them and I'm not, and like when they're not just answering a simple question, yes or no, like, to me that feels like they're trying to hide something. And it's like, I don't know why, like, you would try to hide this. Like, I don't believe that you would kill that squirrel. I really don't. But I'm just asking a question because I'm trying to make sense of what happened, and you're just like evading the question, thinking that I'm like attacking you, and I'm not attacking you. But you're not trusting me when I'm telling you I'm not attacking you. You're just kind of twisting things in your head, and you have your own experiences and the way you processed that and how you feel, and it's like your triggers, and now you're like not dealing with your shit, you're not owning your shit, and you're putting your shit on me. So it's like, you know, I would need someone to like own their shit and just be like, yeah, you know, that happened, I'm sorry, and I'm working on it. Okay, cool, work on it. I'll work on my shit too. Like, there's always things we can be better at. So like, it's okay. We're human. We make mistakes. Like, you know, when you love someone, whether it's a friendship, love, or whatever, you know, you want the best for them, and you also want the best for yourself. And like, why don't we just like work together and try to like work things out, you know? So anyway, I really do value ENTPs. I think ENTPs are just a gift to the world. They're so smart, so intelligent, so insightful. I think their brain wiring, just to live as an ENTP in this world, is hard. It's got to be so hard because there's so many SJs in the world and SPs, and I mean every type has it hard. ISTPs have it hard, but like I do feel grateful to have TI Hero and to be able to learn from all my experiences and just really go head on with that. My TI works very fast, and it doesn't mean I'm always right and not. But being that I've had so many experiences and have really studied these things and studied patterns and like communication and things like that, I don't know, it clicks faster. Like in the moment, I may not always get it because I'm just like, what is happening? Like, I'm not saying that, you know? And it's like, why is this person saying this to me? Like, that's not true. That's not true. So when someone's accusing me of something I'm not doing, I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, I'm not doing that. Well, how are you understanding that that's what I'm doing when I'm telling you exactly what I'm like? So it's hard. It doesn't make sense to me, like, until I step back and see like the brain wiring. Like, it is what it is. It's just brain wiring different. The ENTPs they're amazing. They really are. I've met at least 10 of them, and I like you guys and you girls. Like, I see you as my allies, and we don't have to be enemies. Like, come on. So yeah, I truly do care for you as a type and as individuals. And yeah, if you ever feel like I have ill intent or I'm trying to accuse you of something, or I mean, if I'm accusing you of something, I'm going to come out and accuse you of it. Like, that's my style. If I'm like, whoa, like, you just fucking killed that squirrel, I'm going to say, I saw you kill that squirrel. Like, because I'm looking at a lens of SE parent. Like, I see what's happening, and it's a very accurate reality, a physical reality, you know what I mean? So keep that in mind. Like, ENTPs, you have SE demon. So try to remember that your perception of the physical reality automatically has a negative bent to it. So one of your paths to growth is going to be like learning to turn that into a positive. Like when you're in the grocery store or the pool hall and you think everyone's looking at you all weird or bad or they hate you or whatever, ask yourself, is that really true? Am I just seeing this through a negative lens? Something to think about. But yeah, I do appreciate you guys. I really do. And I really wish all of you healing. I mean, everyone in the world. I wish everyone would be healed. Can you imagine how much better this fucking place would be if we all like healed, lived in abundance and positivity, and were patient with each other, and like, instead of assuming that people are out to get us, maybe wait and like ask questions like, hey, what do you mean by that? Like, what I'm hearing is this. Is that what you're saying? You know, don't make assumptions. Just because you have NE hero does not mean that you know what people mean. Like, I have NE trickster. So an NE hero trying to figure out what I mean, like, yeah, you don't know what I mean. You don't. So ask me. Ask me. Be curious. Be curious. And I will do my part and try to ask you as well. But like, if we still are not understanding each other, like, okay, we don't understand each other, but like, please don't assume that I have a negative intent or whatever. I'm trying to do something negative, because I'm not. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Like, I have really pure intentions. Like, I really do. So if I didn't understand it, that would be really hurtful to me to feel like someone thought that of me. So there we go, the crying. Anyway, yeah, so just like ask. Okay, ask. Peace to everybody.